And the Golden Bears' long wait is coming to an end as they'll put a foot to it and the season will get underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So the Louisiana Tech Bulldogs offense is going to be backed up thanks to that lackluster return. And here he is. Let me tell you about this wide receiver. He is a route-running DB, toasting, pass-catching, touchdown-scoring, son of a gun.
I can't wait to see how this defense is going to try and corral this guy, because you play man-to-man, you risk him running right by you and catching the deep ball, but you play zone and you give him the opportunity to potentially make yards after the catch. You're going to have to be really careful trying to cover that dude.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Quarterback will audible. He's going to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch down the right side. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. He'll do it himself. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
How easy was that? I mean, when you got a quarterback that can run design runs like this and get you 5+ yards just and make it look that easy, God, it makes it really hard for the defenses to stop.
2nd down coming up. On the run, it's Robertson. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a 1st down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And the Bulldogs will have it 1st and 10. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
What we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Out of the gun, the inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
I really like that drive for this offense. Putting last week behind it, putting the drive together, showing some explosiveness. This offense really put last week behind them. The poor performance last week, starting off with a bang here today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the Cal Golden Bears offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
And it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got a showdown.
Yeah, let's be honest, David. Most defenses don't have a dude like that at cornerback that could do that in a game like this, but this matchup is unique, and it's going to really determine the outcome of the game.
to pass. It's Potter. He's got his man. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Golden Bears will hustle to the line. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Here comes the hurry up. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Flips it out in the flat. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. Trying to pick up a first down. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. He's looking to throw. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it and be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
Make sure. Be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. 4 wideouts set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And you see this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll bring it back. It's Hunter. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Man, those are frustrating because you know you're supposed to catch that. You're supposed to secure it. It's going to happen, but it's just frustrating for those receivers. Just tap the chest. My bad, dog.
After the misfire, now on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Got it in the middle, it's Flores. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
We've reached the end of the quarter, guys, and Louisiana Tech is on top. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Breaks the tackle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Defense trying to come up with a stop on third and short from the 37. They'll try to get the first through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Hunter. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Offside, defense.
So the offense, more than happy with the results of the play, will decline the penalty. The Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Makes the grab on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This offense has a second down play.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Oh, what a move! He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Golden Bears have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
There is nowhere to run and nowhere to hide in these situations. You know the physical ground game comes into play inside the 5-yard line, and they match the intensity. Nice job. Everybody flying around to the football, making the tackle for a loss. Nice job by this defense.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Trying to break the plane on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they're executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. They'll run the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
Gonna run it. It's Robertson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll run the counter. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
The counter play is a great play to mix in with your base concepts. Obviously, everybody flies to the football, bang. Now you pull a guy, you go backside, give him a little counter, keep the defense off balance.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. The Bulldogs moving quickly to the line. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Going up top on 1st down. Just missed his man, gave him just too much. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. Second and 1, and they're going to make them line up to defend the pass. 4 wideouts, 2 on either side. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line getting set on 2nd down. Direct snap. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
They'll go with a direct snap. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, they get the first down, going for it on 4th and 1, and they're in that fringe area right now in their opponent's territory. It's so important for them to keep the momentum going because they've got to be thinking, we're scoring points here. We're going to pay this drive off.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Louisiana Tech back to the line with a fresh set of downs.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Off the RPO, complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Snags it. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Snap it to the back. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. They'll immediately call timeout.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Third and goal, and they'll try to pass it in. And he intercepts it. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, coming into this game, this offense knew that points were going to be at a premium. If you can't score touchdowns down here in the red zone, you at least got to come away with field goals, but you can't do that if you're throwing interceptions. That's just poor execution by the offense.
That's caught. It's Harris. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the thing and make tackles? Nice job by that.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Ruston. It's been very evenly played through 2 quarters. Both teams have been physical. Both teams have battled there in the trenches. Neither has been perfect, but they're both right there in this game. And it's kind of the calm before the storm. Each side sort of licking their wounds right now, but expect another fight in a phone booth in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the Joe in Lincoln Parish.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. They'll finally get him. to the 30 and gets a first down. They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
Man, it's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
They make the stop inside the 25, working closer to that red zone, a gain of 6. Line of scrimmage will be the 24. Finds the tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. The Golden Bears in the hurry up. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Looking for a man, it's Potter. Unleashes to the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
And he's dragged down.
I know we're a long way up here in the booth, but guys, y'all remember that ball you could throw that whistled? That thing was whistling. It had so many RPMs on it.
Got a tight game so far in this season opener. Big play coming up right here. It's 3rd and goal. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the jet motion. Touchdown, Cal! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Getting set for the point after. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Oh, he's going to take a chance and bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Now they'll try the right side. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
I think you run that play on 2nd down knowing it's going to make 3rd down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know 3rd down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Louisiana Tech will have to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Potter. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. They bring the punter onto the field now. 2nd time today they've been forced to punt. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Louisiana Tech offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Bowman.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this one.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
With jet sweep pass. Still on his feet at the 35. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's going to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Tuna!
Looking to throw it again. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Got it!
Here comes the offense on second down.
691! Gators Farm! Bring it!
Give to the back.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal.
Get set! Get set!
To the ground to try to move the chains. Brought down to the ground, but he has it up for the first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
On first and goal, let's see what Louisiana Tech does. Grab behind the line. It's Robertson. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we're tied up in the third. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide, dump it to your playmaker, running back takes the football, he does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Potter. Lofts one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Yeah, and he had an opportunity to make such a big play. Listen, he wasn't wide open with nobody around him, but you got to make that play. You got a little bit of space. You got to haul that in, make your quarterback look good, and make a big play for this offense.
They'll leave it with him. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Snap from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. The biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it one high safety? Is it two high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
The inside handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And now on second down for this offense. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made made, and we start right now in the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Shakes off the tackler. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. A touch out of field goal range. They need to pick up yards quickly on third down. Back to throw, it's Potter. Turns it loose. Complete downfield. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Golden Bears have it with a 1st and 10. Caught in the backfield, it's Harris. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. The Golden Bears looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Caught in the backfield, it's Flores.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Golden Bears. And they've moved.
Touchdown.
Here in the fourth.
Receivers do this every day, all day. Throw it up. I will go get it. I will stay in bounds. Nice job knowing where he was at on the field to get that foot in bounds, to get the big touchdown for this offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up by 31 over Kent State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. And the Bulldogs are in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 2nd down. And he makes the grab, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
42 Spider.
Touch pass on the run. He's loose. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll throw it on 1st down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. Lining up for the PAT. And no problem on that extra point if we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Hold it. Finds his man on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Potter. He makes the connection. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. Now they'll run the draw. Tackle is made after the first down. And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. The corners are walked up tight. Looking to go up top on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. Ball still at the 45 after the incompletion. They'll snap it 2nd and 10. Runs through a tackle. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. They could really use a few yards here on 3rd down because from here it would be a 61-yard attempt. Trying to get to it. And they can't make the play on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Louisiana Tech has it back and the offense comes out ready to go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
They'll keep it on the ground. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Snares it outside, it's Williams. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down.
Awesome body control and great job, too, knowing where he is on the field to make sure he got his feet down in bounds. At this point, this guy's been open all over the field, and if I'm the QB, man, I keep throwing him the ball.
He wants to throw. Fires one high and deep. Makes a catch at the 20. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly effective efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. To the air, it's Potter. Got his man quickly. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Got his man downfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. And quickly to the line of scrimmage, they spike it and stop the clock. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Harris. Stopped after making the catch. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Trailing by a touchdown, getting late in the 4th, and this is a huge, perhaps a defining moment in this game. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. He's got him, and they convert. They'll use a timeout with 26 seconds left on the clock. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the 1st down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the 1st down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Got to get everybody to the line and spike it to stop the clock. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Back to throw, it's Potter. Fires to the end zone. And the pass is caught for a touchdown. And it looks as if we could be headed to overtime.
And great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game. Now, all you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the 4th quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job. Forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go out and win this ball game.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And this one to put them on top, and it is getting late. And he missed it. No good.
Personal foul.
There is a
roughing the
flag
kicker.
on the field, so let's
Defense.
see if he gets a do-over. can't make contact with the kicker like that. A costly special teams penalty. You've got to know your path in front of the kicker. Offense comes back on the field. No good. After the miss here in the fourth quarter, still deadlocked. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. Finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
42 Spiders.
Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Power football with the run. Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Pound 55 weak.
They go right back to it. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Direct snap. Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. They jump on top here in OT. The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're up 35-28. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating him time and time again.
They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They got it in, and now an extra point away from the tie.
Got to be impressed with the level of execution here in the 2nd drive of OT. 1 play, score a touchdown, and now it's decision time, David. You kick the extra point and keep this thing going, or do you go for 2 and try to win?
Yeah, and you're right. The response was amazing. I mean, you give up a touchdown, you have a tendency to get down on yourself. No. First play, great execution. Now, do I go for the win? Do I play this safe, or do I go try to take this moment right now and get the W?
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback on the keeper. Smashes through. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And this option attack can lull you to sleep sometimes. There's just so many things they can do off of it, and you just got to play responsibility, and you got to get them on the ground and make tackles. And that was a good job limiting the damage on that play with a nice tackle.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down.
It must have been a brutal week for this defense preparing for this game because of all the different ways they can attack you and because of how athletic this quarterback is and how he can hurt you running the football. He just showed it to you right there.
He'll pull it on the read. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this.
Touchdown, Golden Bears! That score gives them the lead here in the second overtime. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
He'll ride his man on the option. The pitch. They got it. Executed beautifully, and the lead is 8 in double overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example.
Touchdown, Louisiana Tech. With that, now a 2-point conversion away from triple overtime. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being caught. No shot. There's no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, he might as well just send everything. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And now it's all 2-point conversion attempts from here on out. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Quick strike complete. They are stopped on the 2-point try, and now it'll be up to the defense. Now this 2-point conversion attempt for the win. Dropping back, it's Potter. Coming after it. They can't get it in. Neither team can get the 2, and we'll play another overtime. So here we go again, and we'll see just how deep that 2-point conversion bag really is. Slams ahead. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They got the stop, now to win it with a 2. They'll go with a direct snap. And another answer. We're tied again, and let's keep playing, kids. My pulse rate is still through the roof on this game. I would have called that one for free. Wait, I don't want to get carried away. But it was a really fun game.